Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we will be discussing about a DC load line of a common emitter amplifier. So how to draw DC load line? In this, we'll write down DC load line. So we will consider a common emitter amplifier first. CE, which means common emitter amplifier. Okay. I'm going to draw a common emitter amplifier now. It's a basic common emitter amplifier. I can draw an amplifier like a common emitter transistor and an input side a resistor if you need, and a forward bias condition over here, and to the collector side again I can give one resistor, and also collector side I will put a reverse bias. And if you mark the terminal, this is the base, this is the collector, and this is your emitter. And the resistor that I connected here is RB, that is base resistance, and the resistance that I connected here in the collector side is RC. And of course, you know the voltage between base and emitter is VBE, and the voltage between collector to emitter is VCE. And the current which passes through your base is IB, and through the collector is IC, and through the emitter is IE. And the supply we given in the collector side is VCC, and in the base side it is VBB. So this is all about the circuit configuration, and you can also connect a ground here, which is common to both of the input and the output. And once we find how to draw the DC load line for this common emitter amplifier, common emitter configuration, we should apply Kirchhoff voltage law. So I'm going to apply Kirchhoff voltage law to the input side. So this is apply KVL to input. So when I apply KVL to the input, I can write the equation as, it's simple. The supply voltage is equal to, that is, the supply voltage is VBB, that is equal to, this is the supply voltage, and which is equal to the sum of the drop in this loop. So you are considering this loop, closed loop. We have one drop in the resistor side, that is RB IB. So I can write RB IB, that is voltage is equal to current into resistance, that plus, and we have one drop between this base and the emitter, so it is VBE. This is the equation. Okay, VBB is equal to IB RB plus VB. This is equation 1 I can take. Similarly, if you want, you can take you can apply your Kirchhoff voltage law, that I can write here. Apply KVL to output loop. Okay, so when you take the output loop where the collector and emitter is there, and you are going to apply this KVL in the output side. So I can write the supply voltage is VCC, and the drop across resistance is ICRC, that is voltage into resistance, and the voltage drop across your collector and emitter is VC. So I take this as equation 2. Okay, so this is very easy. Now I'm going to apply, we have two conditions. We took this this particular equation. We will take this as the output when we apply KVL to the output side. In this, we consider consider we will take IC equal to 0. This is the first condition. IC is equal to 0. When IC is equal to 0, I will in equation 2, we will apply this condition. IC is equal to first condition. IC is equal to 0. When I given IC is equal to 0, you will get VCC is equal to VCE. This is the one point you are getting. Next, I will apply VCE is equal to 0. When VCE is equal to 0, in the same equation 2, you will get IC. When VCE is equal to 0, this term will be cancelled. Then you will get ICRC is equal to VCC, correct? And I can write IC is equal to R goes to the other side, VCC by RC. Okay, so this is the equation. So I simply given IC is equal to 0, you will get the VCC value, and when you give VC is equal to 0, you will get the IC value. So according to our concept, we need to draw the uh, load line. Okay, so the load line is basically drawn on the characteristics curve, basically the output characteristics curve. So I'm going to draw the output characteristics curve of this common emitter configuration. So I will draw this. So the output characteristics curve, we will take output voltage, that is VCE, okay, in the x-axis, and we will draw y-axis as IC, that is your output current, and your output graph will look like this. This is IB is equal to 0, and when IB value is increasing, you will be getting something like this. Each IB value